Hey everybody, thank you for joining me here at the First Alert Desk. We have made it to Friday and we have one more workday left before it's the weekend. We want to get you to some good news, but first let's get you through your top headlines and the stories that are really making headlines here in and around Metro Atlanta. I want to start with this one for all my drivers out there. You might enjoy this. The gas tax suspension has been extended. We actually broke this news on Atlanta News First this morning. Governor Kemp signing an executive order to extend the gas tax suspension in our state. Now, gas prices have been falling on their own across the country this week. U.S. oil prices plunged by 5.6% to $84.22 a barrel on Wednesday. Now, it's the biggest single drop in a year. This gas tax suspension is saving you around 30 cents a gallon, so it couldn't hurt there on top of the decrease in prices and a little bit of pennies here and there that you do save. That gas tax suspension for Georgia will expire on November 12th unless it's extended once again. Speaking of Governor Kemp, he has officially announced a new program to help the next generation of workers. It's called the Georgia Match Program, and it's one of the largest state-run direct admissions initiatives in the nation. It's geared directly towards helping our youth. The governor's move will guarantee Georgia students entry to many of the state's technical and traditional colleges simply by applying. You might be saying, yeah, that sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? Well, here's how it works. According to Governor Kemp's office, high school seniors will be getting a Georgia Match letter in the mail. Now, that letter will list the schools each student can apply to based on that individual student's 11th grade GPA and freshman index score. Now, there are about 22 technical colleges, up to 23 state colleges and universities in the state. Your scores determine which schools you match. But the best part of all of that, if you match, you're in. And it's a surefire way to get more students involved in either a technical school, a state college, and get them on the right track to success. That sounds pretty awesome, right? You can check out more information on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com. All right, talking about my drivers out there, listen up, especially if you're out in Brookhaven. You're going to want to be a little more cautious on the roadway, and that's because the police department, Brookhaven Police, has began ticketing speeders that are caught on camera in a school zone. Our Atlanta News First, Rebecca Schramm, went down there to Ashford Dunwoody Road to see what's happening.
As of now, anyone caught speeding through this school zone during school hours will get a ticket in the mail instead of a warning. And these are the cameras that are catching speeders. They've got cameras pointing in both directions here on Ashford Dunwoody in front of St. Martin's Episcopal School. You will encounter a warning sign as you enter the school zone that has flashing lights during enforcement times. A spokesman for the city of Brookhaven says a few years ago, they conducted a study looking at speeding in school zones and found that in a single day within the city limits, more than 3,000 vehicles were found to be traveling at least 11 miles over the speed limit in school zones. So they're starting here with speed detection cameras at this school on Ashford Dunwoody, and they hope to expand the program to other problem spots like Cross Keys High School and Montgomery Elementary School. In a statement, Brookhaven's police chief Brandon Gurley said, "We studied several school zones and found that speeding during school hours is an exceptional problem, threatening the safety of our most vulnerable pedestrians." He said, "I want to thank St. Martin's Episcopal School for their cooperation and partnership." Now, let's take a look at the hours of enforcement. In the mornings, in general, it's from 7 to 8:30, with the exception of Wednesdays, which is from 8 to 9:15. On weekday afternoons, the cameras will monitor for speeds from 2:35 until 4 p.m. One thing we want to point out, St. Martin's is on fall break right now, so drivers will have a little extra time to get used to the cameras. Once the school is back in session, if you get a ticket for speeding through here during school hours in this school zone, it'll cost you $80 for a first offense, $130 for a second offense within the same calendar year, so slow it down. In Brookhaven, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News First.
Slow it down. Couldn't have said it better myself. You just want to make sure that you're safe. The pedestrians, children, parents that are trying to make it to another day of school are safe. And just be all around, take care of each other, and have a good, safe time on the roads. All right, moving on. The Atlanta State Fair is back. If you needed something to do this weekend, take a look at that. How fun. It is going to be beautiful weather, so make the most of it. The Atlanta Fair is a great option if you're trying to plan some family activities as we head more into fall. It opens up tonight right across from the Georgia State Center Park Stadium. All the fan favorite attractions are back. I mean, we're talking alien, abduction, expedition, and scooters. They've also got your usual suspects, the funnel cakes, my favorite, and deep fried Oreos. I think that's enough motivation to send you over there tonight, right? The fair is open from 5 to 11 tonight, Friday, and is in town through November 5th. So if this weekend's no good for you, you got plenty of time. And if you're not really up for all of the fun that comes with the fair, maybe you're looking for something a little more low-key, well, fall foliage returns and the leaves will be changing soon. If you and your family want to do what I like to call leaf peeping, here are some great state parks to check out. Amicalola Falls State Park in Dawsonville, Cloudland Canyon State Park, which I actually just did recently, and it is absolutely gorgeous. That's near Chattanooga. Fort Mountain State Park is off Highway 52 near the Cohutta Wilderness, and as we all know, the very well-known, famous Tallulah Gorge, always a beautiful time this year. That's near Clayton. So, a couple good options for you for the weekend. Make sure you get outside, but let's talk about the weather a bit and what you can and should expect for. I want to bring in meteorologist Rodney Harris here. I'm going to try to pull him up on our double box here. There we go. There he is. So I know you've been on Atlanta News First this morning telling everybody about what they can expect out of their weekend forecast. A lot of people are just trying to figure out, I want to get outside and enjoy this weather. Am I going to be able to do that?
You absolutely will be, Maria. I'll tell you what, though, some big changes this weekend. It's been 5 months since Atlanta has dropped into the 40s, so that will happen. The other thing that's going to happen is it's been a while since we've had rain, and if you were at work this morning, some of you may have saw like a sprinkle or two. Later on this evening, there's the potential for more showers if you're going to be out later on today. So we do have some changes here as we take you into the weekend that we'd love to tell you about. And we'll start with First Alert Radar, which you can see right there. There are showers that are mainly impacting northwest and west Georgia, so like west of Atlanta. This activity will continue basically for the rest of the day, and it's just not heavy. So if you see a passing shower or two, don't be surprised, but it's not enough for you to have to cancel your plans or anything like that. Here is the culprit. This is our cold front that will be sweeping through the southeastern U.S. over the next 24 hours. So you know how these cold fronts work in the fall and winter. First, we get the rain, and then second, we get the colder temperatures. So right now, today, Friday, is just about the rain, and most of that rain is well south of us. For us, it's really just about the spotty showers. Just in case you're curious, the reason why we're not seeing as much rain is because it's been very dry in North Georgia, so we just don't have enough moisture to support the rain. We'll get a few showers, but just not a ton of activity here because it has been so dry. After that rain, or the showers, I should say, pass us by this evening, then that colder weather will move in, and you'll start to feel that tomorrow. So here is our high-resolution forecast model. We'll see mostly cloudy skies throughout the entire day, so that's something that everybody will see. And then notice that by this evening, so the showers that you see this evening around 7 o'clock, these are the showers that are actually associated with the front. Okay, so notice that'll be out there this evening. If you have any evening plans, especially later on tonight, like 10, 11, watch out for those showers. Again, not enough for you to cancel your plans, but they will be out there. And then those showers will start to move out during the overnight hours. So by Saturday morning, whatever shower activity we have will be completely out of here. You do not have to worry about any showers at all on Saturday. In fact, Saturday will be completely sunny for the entire day, so it'll turn out to be a pretty decent day across North Georgia. In terms of your temperatures, the high today is 81 degrees, but notice as we fast forward to tomorrow, we're down to 74 high, so that's a 11-degree drop in your temperature. Saturday will also be breezy, so if you're going to be out Saturday afternoon, it'll be lovely outdoors, sunny, 70, but the wind will be a little bit breezier than normal, gusting up to like 25 miles per hour, so watch out for that as well. Then here's the real story. As we go into Sunday morning, the long advertised 40s are back in all of Metro Atlanta, so watch out for that. The last time the city of Atlanta was in the 40s was back on May 3rd. Everybody is in the 40s on Sunday morning, so if you go to church on Sunday morning, make sure and dress accordingly. It's the first time we've been in the 40s in a while. 39 in Carrollton, and I'm seeing a 35 up in Blairsville. So if you're in the higher elevations of the mountains, you will be in the 30s on Sunday morning. So that will be cold. Sunday morning is a first alert, and we'll do it all over again on Monday. Monday will drop back into the 40s as well. So as you're going to work on Monday morning, expect the 40s. 75 for Monday afternoon. After Monday, we will quickly start to warm back up. So highs are like back in the 80s by Tuesday, and we'll stay in the 80s for Wednesday. Outside of our spotty showers that we'll see this evening, the next best chance of rain in Metro Atlanta will come next Thursday going into Friday, and it does look like the rain that we'll get at the end of next week will be a little bit more than what we'll see today. So if you're really looking for rain, the measurable rain look like it'll come at the end of next week. The showers that we'll see today or this evening, it simply won't be much. So that's the story. A lot happening here in Metro Atlanta today. Just know that today, mostly cloudy. Again, if you have any dinner plans this evening, you might have to dodge a shower or two. Then cooler and breezy on Saturday. I do want to point out, if you're headed out to see the Braves or if you're headed out to see UGA tomorrow, temperatures are expected to drop into the 50s for both games. Won't be in the 50s for the start of those games, but by the time those games are in progress, as they're ending, temperatures will be falling into the 50s. So it'll be chilly out there by the end of both games, the Braves and UGA on Saturday, and then that real cold air will come in on Sunday morning. So you are prepared for that, and we will keep you up to date with an updated forecast on Atlanta News First at noon. We hope you guys have a great Friday.